Hey folks, Mike Conan here with Valley Vapors here in Salem, Oregon. I'm going to show you quickly how to replace the coil in an Evo tank and fill it. Just a quick little overview. We'll talk about airflow, just some basic stuff. Okay, so you can see right here, this is the Evo tank made by Aspire, and I've got it on a Fushai, a Sigelei Fushai 213, anyway, real basic. These are top fill, so it's kind of nice. You don't have to take this off the device, off the mod. The tank can stay on the mod while you're filling it, and it's just real basic. This particular tank has the extension tank that comes with the Evo tank kit, I guess. So you have a second glass that's a little bit, gives you more volume for the tank. Otherwise, the tank is quite small. So we're going to take the top off the tank. Now here you go. I've been messing around with this and now it's backfiring on me. Okay, so the coil's staying in the tank now. No, it's not. This isn't going to usually happen. I'm taking the top off. The coil's coming with it because I've already removed the old coil and then I put it back in. I do a couple of takes with these things. But anyway, so usually you're gonna take the top off and the coil itself is going to stay in the device because usually it's tight enough. In this case, it wasn't. Love live, you know, when it's live, it's real, it's raw, unedited. So anyway, so here's the top, here's the tank, and you can see right there, you can see that little joint right there. That is the extender. So I'm going to take this out now, like this is the first time ever. So with, you know, depending on if you have the expansion pack on your tank, if you got the kit, you probably got the expansion. So I have an extra piece of towel. So this is the old coil. As you can see, this little metal, that little metal top above the wick holes right there. You can see the wick hole. And this little metal top, you're just going to take that off. That just screws off. You want to make sure you take this off. Otherwise, you'll be SOL when you go to put your, if you throw your coil away with this little tube on top, you're going to be up a creek without the paddle. If you know what I'm saying. So then automatically, so you're going to put this back on, and so you're ready to go. Okay, so just so you know, I pre-primed this coil before I started, but what I do, I'll take this off again and show you. This can be on, but just for the sake of showing you, I do about maybe 10 drops in the top, and then you see each one of those little wick holes, that little slot. There's another one. There's 4 of these slots on the coil. So I take a drop and put a drop on each slot, and then I go ahead and put, you know, put plenty in there. Now you can actually overfill the coil, and it's not going to hurt it. It's actually a good idea if you're priming it. What priming does, it just takes like 10 or 15 minutes off waiting for the coil to, the e-juice to saturate into the cotton batting around the coil. You don't want that to be dry, any parts. If there's any dry parts in there, it'll just burn, and then you've wrecked the coil. And as long as you're vaping with that coil, it's going to taste burn. It tastes horrible. And so you definitely want to make sure if you want to vape right away that you prime the coil. If you don't want to vape right away and you're just going to let it sit, go for it, man. But if you overfill the coil and you look down in there and there's a bunch of e-juice in the base, it's going to just run out the bottom, but I would flick it out. It's not that big of a deal. If there's excess in there, it'll probably eventually burn out or drip out through your airflow. So that being said, make sure you put your extender back on, because if you do have the extension tank like I do, and I really like the extension tank, it just gives you a lot more volume. You just have to fill your tank less. And I'll just show you something kind of interesting here. This glass just comes right off, so it just makes it easy. The first time you do it, it'll probably be kind of sticky, but once you get it off once or twice, it'll just slide right off. And so you can see the base of the tank. There's nothing there other than this gasket sealing the tank, and that's all you need. So once this is back on and you fill it, the top pretty much holds it together. So then once you got your coil in, you got your coil saturated, you want to make sure, you know, that when you're taking off your airflow, you can see your airflow. Can you see that right there? Man, my little camera's not working very well today. You can see that airflow. This adjusts your airflow. Just make sure that's, you can close it if you want while you're filling it, but it's not really gonna make a difference. So now this is ready to fill. So I'm just gonna holy just fill that right up. And you can see, you just squeeze. I like the plastic tanks. I know there's a lot of people, you know, a lot of places have the glass bottles with the tweaker filler, you know, little squeeze filler. I hate those things. I mean, they look nicer. I mean, I do like the look of the bottle. I mean, and the plastic and little, you know, suction filler thing. It looks better, but practicality-wise, I just love having a nice big bottle. Just, you know, it's like squeezing ketchup onto a hamburger or a hot dog or whatever. I prefer hot mustard on my hot dog. So, it's all filled with my root beer. Put the top back on. Now, if you've changed your coil ohm setting, I like the Sigelli because I just hit this and it's ready to go at 47.2 ohms there. And you can see, my batteries are almost dead, but you can see the ohms up in the corner and it shows green, so I know that it's ready to go. And this baby has a new coil in there. Woohoo! Good hit. I love the Evo. And I mean, it's the Cleto, honestly, I like the Cleto a little better than the Cleto tank, but the Evo is such a good tank for, I mean, we sell it at our store for 25 bucks. Online, I'm not sure what they go for, but I'm sure it's right in that price range. For $25, it's a great tank. And you have that little low profile glass that's about, you know, I don't know, a centimeter short or whatever that is, 2 centimeters. Yeah, a centimeter. That'd be about a centimeter. But anyway, so you know, you get double the volume by putting that coil extension on there. So great tank, easy to fill. The coil, you know, obviously you don't have to change the coil every time, but I wanted to show you how to do that. But I love it, and a great hit. Good airflow. I totally vape out my room here. This is my little office, and I used to do these videos down at my store in South Salem, but it's just gotten so busy there. I have to go there early in the morning. It's no fun. When I first started, I had all this time in the world. Oh, I could just do anything I wanted. So I'd do these videos. Listen, it's always fun doing these videos. I really enjoy it. For some reason, standing here talking to myself and hoping somebody will watch it is really enjoyable. And I hope you guys have a great day. If you have any comments or questions, please just post them, and I'll do my best to answer them. And if I can't answer, I'll get an answer from one of my techs. If you have a really troubling, difficult question, I'll have one of my techs I'll run it by them, and I'll get the answer for you. But thanks so much for watching the video, folks. Have a great day. The sun's out now. It's summertime. Hey, the longest day of the year. Enjoy. Go out and have a beer or something. Unless you're under 18, you shouldn't be vaping. Why are you even watching this video? If you're over 18, 21. Go out and have yourself a beer on the summer solstice day. Adios, amigos.